Today I am a little bit tired. We had a busy day on Saturday, but today I still got so much to do. Behind me you can see I've got some new racking because I've got rid of my spare bed that I had in my office, so I've been putting that together. However, I've had to contact the company that I bought it from because one of the legs is missing some holes. So I couldn't actually put all the shelves on that I wanted. But I did make do because I've put my old set of drawers here, so I can actually put my Montera. So that's not actually turned out too bad. However, they are sending out a new leg, which should be arriving, I don't know, in the next few days, I expect. I don't know whether or not I'm going to use it now, but at least I'll have it if I want to change it later. So that's a plus, really. But the reason I got rid of the bed was because the only person that used it was my mother when she came over to look after Tiffa when we go on holiday. And we are planning to go to Scotland in September for our 15-year anniversary, and she'll just have to sleep in our bed because I really needed to make this space more officey, because I was coming into this room and I was feeling so uninspired to the point where I haven't even written a blog post in like 2 weeks because it was just a tip. I didn't dare take any pictures for you beforehand how bad it actually was, but I could barely move in here actually. It got to that point because I'm currently gutting out my second room, my middle room downstairs, because I live in a terraced house, so we have a middle room that we don't actually use. We don't need to, we just stay in the living room, or I stay in my office really. So it's an unutilized space. And so I'm currently in the process of redecorating that room. You may have seen some pictures. I'll put a picture up if I've got some of what it looked like before and currently the state it is in right now. And I'm going to be putting wainscoting? I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce that. But basically some sort of panelling on the walls to give it a bit more of well, it's to match the I can't remember what you call them, the bits around the ceiling, the part where the walls meet the ceiling. I can't remember what it's called. But I wanted to make the walls kind of match that because our house has got some lovely little intricate pieces around the roof. I don't know what it's called. And then we're going to turn it into a dining room. Maybe. I'm still not 100% sure on that. But today we're going to go and do some food shopping. And I won't be taking you food shopping. You don't want to see us do the food shopping. But then I'm going to be taking you to Blickling Estate. I did write down in my notes, I wrote down Felbrick Hall. I am going to be going to Felbrick Hall, but not today. That will be one for future, like, trips out. Sundays are just the perfect day for going trips out, in my opinion, especially going to the coast. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we can also go get sausage and chips and coma from Mary Jane's, because always go to Mary Jane's. But we will see what the time is like, because I have got somebody to come and collect the bed this about 5:30 tonight, and so we've got to be back in time for that, so we shall see. But yeah, I'm taking you today to Blickling Estate because not only do I want inspiration for my middle room, which sounds just awful. Sounds like, oh, I need to go to a mansion to get inspiration for my own home. It's not like that at all. I started playing the Botany Manor demo the other week, and it's kind of got me in that kind of mood for going to Blickling and just having a walk around the house, because when I used to go to Blickling as a child, we always used to walk the grounds. So we'd go around the lake, go have a picnic, that sort of thing. But we never, well, maybe I did when I was in school and I went on a school trip. But I can't quite remember if I went in the house. So today I'm going inside the house and I'm gonna probably swoon over all of the cozy little nooks that they've got and be like, oh, I want this, I want that. We've got to do that. But of course, yeah, I live in 2023 and not whatever era that was. But basically, what's so great about Blickling Estate is it's the birthplace of Anne Boleyn. That is what it's most well known for, is that history. But I don't really care very much for the history of royalty, kings, queens. I'm not very good with history at all. Anyway, I like art, artists. I like Picasso and Van Gogh and things like that. But when it comes to royalty, I don't really care. I'm just going there to look at everything that looks really pretty and get inspiration from my middle room. But yeah, so I will also be playing the Botany Manor demo with you because this is a gaming channel and not a lifestyle channel. But I do want to keep this channel a bit more personal because I already have my blog, hercozygaming.com. You know about that. You can go read up all the games that I post on there, all the new games coming out, coming soon, ones that I've played. So I only review games that I've played on there, but I do share when I get press releases and things to my email, I do share about those games on my blog as well, so you guys can have lots of variety to play, and not just the ones that I have physically played 100% myself. Because it would take me years. It would take me years to get through all the games that end up in my email box. But I do try to play most of them for you. At least a little bit anyway. I think that's all I'm going to be doing today. Other than go and do food shopping, which I'm going to do right now. Get that out of the way. And then I'll have to write up my review of Botany Manor for my blog. So, yeah, let's go. Fresh cup of tea because the day is getting on and I'm starting to get weary now. So hopefully that will keep me going. So just to be clear, I have played this demo once already, completely, well, through to completion, but I just wanted to share this beauty of this game with you. So we're inside a conservatory. I don't know what you'd call this. The place where you keep the plants. That's what I'm going to call it. But I love all the little details, like even right down to the tiles on the floor. And they've got a little timer and a cup of tea, which I have, and it's going cold. I always forget my teas, which is it's so sad when they go cold, because I do like to brew them for as long as possible to make them quite strong. And look at the little mushrooms. See, I'm gonna check out all the little details this time, because when I played it, when the demo came out before, I just rushed it all the way through because I was excited for the gameplay part of it. And this time I'm gonna actually just enjoy. Look at the little broken pot there. Now that's a cute little detail. I'm gonna look at all the little details today. I mean, I'd love to have one of these in my non-existent garden. I literally have some decking outside because I live in the middle of the city, which we had to weed the other day and it was horrendous. I'm not even joking. We have got so much bamboo and no way to get rid of it. Dear Arabella Green, thank you for submitting your book proposal, The Forgotten Flora, to Mayflower Publishing House. We're very intrigued. In this parcel you can find an empty herbarium. Please send it back to us once you have filled all the pages and we'll be in touch. Sincerely, William Ainsford. An empty herbarium. I don't know what herbarium means. What's a herbarium? Let me find out. I'm guessing it's a journal for herbs or flowers or book birds, I was going to say. Herbarium. Herbarium is a collection of dried plant specimens that are stored, catalogued and arranged by family, species and species for study. Okay, so it's where you keep your dried flowers. I tried drying flowers when I was a little girl and it never went quite right. They always just look dead, like, why can't I do this? There we go. Like, not dried, but dead. They just shriveled up. Forgotten Flora, researched and compiled by Arabella Green. I need more tea. Oh, I've used my voice too much today. A fresh start, so... Oh yes, I forgot this book is empty, isn't it? So the demo only has like a very, very small snippet of this game. However, it's so pretty to look at. Look at this. Look at it. The stained glass is so pretty. When I have my own house, I'm going to have a front door with stained glass windows, and maybe even stained glass like in the windows, like just so I could just sit there in my cozy little nook and just and just enjoy the stained glass windows. You can just see the outside through them. Look at that. Can you see the outside? It's so pretty. A fresh start. New plants added to the herbarium. So I can pull out my herbarium then? I can't. Ooh, I forgot I could zoom in. How do I pull out my herbarium again? Don't know. I'm just going to press all the buttons and hope something happens. Oh, it's tab. I found it. Oh god, I've got to go all the way back. Ah, there we go. Windmill wart. I want to grow the windmill wort to filter the smoggy air in my conservatory, but I'll need to research its temperature requirements first. See, I don't understand the clues bit, because I'll show you as I go. Right, escape. So it's basically like a walk. Botany Manor is basically a walking simulator where you just find different clues. So it's basically like a murder mystery without the murder. Postcard from Cecily. Dearest Arabella. And we have the date. March 31st, 1890. And Somerset. So that's where we are, Somerset. I have actually been to Somerset a long time ago when I was 16. It was very pretty. On my hike I came across the windmill wort. Should I probably say this in a posh accent when I'm reading these? Dearest Arabella, on my hike I came across, is that posh? I came across the windmill wort, a flower that only grows in Sicily. I just sound like me. Some locals told me the flower has air purifying qualities, but due to its bespoke temperature requirements, the plant rarely blooms. Maybe the flower could help with the smog pollution in your conservatory. Your friend and peer, Mariana. Or Marianne. I didn't actually absorb any of that information while I was reading it. So, Sicily. Escape. Okay, seeds. I like this little, and it just like, little seed just pops up in the book. It's really cute. I like that. So it wants me to go over here. And over there. Okay, root. Right, E. I don't want to do that. I want to. So it's funny I'm doing this actually because I repotted my plants yesterday. I repotted my monstera. However, the pot is way too big for the roots, so I'm really worried it's going to get swamped, and I'm going to have to keep a close eye on it because I just bought the wrong pot thinking I needed a bigger one, and I didn't get the next size up. I went double, so whee! Flying seeds. Right, I'm going to water it, and I am in no way a plant parent. I've only just started getting into it. My sister is huge on plants. She's very good. She's a very good plant parent. Me, not so much. I kill everything I touch. I'm doing very well to keep the monstera alive so far. It's been a month. I can't remember what I do. It's been a while since I played this demo. What was that? Oh, it shows me where I want to put it. So I can just put it down and then pick it back up again. I think. I can't pick it up. Because I know that's not where it goes. I like that you can just put them down anywhere. I think that's quite cute. However, if you are playing this for the first time, it could be a little bit confusing. Because when I first played this, I put it down here and I was like, great, I'm off, see you later. I'm just going to go play around with this. And, and then I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I started again. I promise I will do a first look game on here at some point, but I do get quite excited when I find a game I really want to play, and then I end up just playing it through without even recording. So, so it goes over here. This is where it's meant to go, and you're meant to open up this, and it grows. But I haven't got the right temperature yet, so it's not growing. If I open up my herbarium again, I haven't actually found any clues yet. I paid zero attention to the clues when I've done this on the first walkthrough. Somerset Gazette, 11th of May, 1890, volume 54, number 143. Somerset falls victim to industrial smog. I can barely see! Bus driver refuses to work in these conditions. Can you blame him? Yay, no work. We don't have to go to work, there's no buses. Woo! So I need to go over to the board and inspect. I'm doing alright with controls so far. So we have Mediterranean I can't. We have the windmillwort, checkered lily, sword lily, and daffodil. And we have the windmillwort and its volcanic flower. So I now escape and go to my herbatorium. See? I found a clue and it's not there. I just don't get this. I don't understand why. Oh, I need to click on it. Oops. I didn't realise that. I didn't realise I needed to click on it. So I guess I need to fill these in then. Okay, right, okay, so I've got one more clue to find. I didn't realise that. Oh, I'm so silly. Right. I was just memorising it. I was like going through the game just memorising it the first time. Volcanic flower from Sicily. So if you go down volcanic flowers and across from Sicily, then it comes to 60 degrees Celsius. Ideal soil temperatures. Now, I probably should have something like this for my Monstera. So now we turn the, whatever this is, heating system, the radiator to 60, wrong way. I mean, this is hard to see unless you get up close, let's be honest. There we go, right, we're on 60. And now we can open the vent. Yay! Now look up, look. The smog lifts. It's supposed to lift. There it goes. Oh, how pretty is that? And then we have our windmillwort. And my mouse has stopped moving. The windmillwort naturally grows in volcanic soil, which is why it requires a soil temperature of 60 degrees Celsius. The bud contains air purifying qualities so the flower can filter its environment from dense smog. It's a very pretty flower. It would die in my room. Oh, hang on. So if I go back, because I didn't actually fill it out, so there you go. I mean, there should be like, that's it. These are all the clues I need. However, as you can see, I hadn't actually ticked any of these off. Oh, you can switch between them, and that's a weird thing to do. Before I completed it last time. It was completely empty, and it made zero sense to me. There should be some sort of, what's it called? Award pop-up, something that says, you've got the first clue or something. It's like, you know, add it to your book or whatever, yeah, something like that, because it didn't really give me a hint as to how to use this book properly. Unless I missed something, unless there were some instructions I completely missed at the beginning of the game. I do that. Look, it's going round like a little windmill. I just want to blow on it. Make it go faster. So pretty. This is pretty much what I've spent the last like hour and a half doing on this game so far, because I've played it for an hour and a half. And that got me to the end of this demo. I just looked. I literally just walked around, just looked, which is pretty much what I did at Blickling today, to be honest. Just walk around, just go, Ah, this is so peaceful. And sadly, it wasn't very good weather, so we didn't really walk around the gardens very much. It was some threatening to team it down, so we decided to move on and go to Chroma and get sausage and chips. Yay! So I was very happy. Bye, conservatory. There's a little stand that looks like a mushroom here. What is the purpose of this? I personally think there should be some like little secrets, like The Secret Garden. Have you ever read The Secret Garden? Like there should be like a little opening somewhere that's like if you walk over here it just suddenly appears or something. Oh, Secret Garden. That would be cool. I'm moving very fast. I must have said it like that. Oh. I'm not quite sure what these mushroom seats are, because they look like seats. But can we just appreciate how pretty this game is right now? I mean, I have this set to low quality in order to be able to record this, but if you're playing it yourself, I highly recommend putting it on the highest setting if your PC can handle it, because it is gorgeous. It's like just walking into a painting. I mean, look at the flowers, look at the roses. I'm assuming they're roses. So pretty, they match my top today. Going all pink for Barbie, because I'm going to see Barbie this weekend with my friend Gemma. I love the little peacock. Just get a little glimpse of the house. And I think the music's like really subtle. It doesn't detract from the environment. You can just completely turn it off. If you just want to enjoy the sounds of the garden. Look at that, look. Let's go walk down the garden path and enjoy the view of the estate. Because it's gorgeous. It's so pretty. It is so pretty. And that looks like a chapel over to the right, because you've got the big old stained glass windows with the cross on top. I didn't notice that the first time. Looks like they've got a built-in chapel. I love the fountain. I wish it was going. That would be very graphic heavy, I can imagine, but just that's something Disney Dreamlight Valley has added in, I think in the last couple of updates, is the fountains actually sound like fountains now, and they run, you know, they look like fountains. They're running the water, pumping it through and stuff, and I just go and stand next to it and just listen to it, because all the music shuts off in the game. That's what this needs. Just music, just dim, and then you just hear the water. Ah. I know that some people would look at this and go, oh, it's not a game, you're doing anything. It's a walking simulator. Really just appreciate the beauty of this game. Before I got my PC, I'd never actually played walking sims before. I'm very into management games. That's my business head. I just love being able to organise staff, raise happiness levels of customers, and get everything organised, and which is weird because in everyday life I'm not a very organised person, but I love having things like just so. Because I'm very much into 2 Point Campus at the minute, and I keep on forgetting to even do any kind of blogging or writing because I'm just playing the new update for 2 Point Campus. I'm playing the Haunted DLC, whatever it's called. It's probably called the Haunted DLC, but I'm not sure exactly. I love this. It's like somebody has just been out here reading and they've just left their pile of books. and it makes me want to just sit there. There's no music at this point. You can't tell me that doesn't make you want to sit on that bench and just listen to the birds and the sound of that little fountain down the end there. I'm just gonna stay here like I'm reading this book. This game has to be played with headphones, by the way, because I can hear that the waterfall is over there to my right, and it feels like I'm actually sat in this game. I can hear the wind rustling. There's a lot of birds, a lot of birds. There needs to be slightly less bird sound. Can I do that? Audio. No! They need to separate the audios. So you can turn down the birds, turn up the water. The different levels. That would be amazing. Because you don't always hear birds like constant like that. And then they'll like fly away. You know, it's those tiny little bits, you know, like you just hear the flap of the wings as they fly away, and then you just have silence with it. And that would just make it so much more natural. I should make games. I do not have the skills for that. It's like the wall is going for a leak. We missed a trick. They could have put a little cherub there. Oh look! There's a cactus on these books. Cute. I would never have cactuses in my house because of Tipper. I'm assuming in the main game all this will be unlockable. Oh, my tea's gonna have gone cold. Oh, my tea's cold, that's sad. Yeah, so there'll be more to hopefully roam about. Because you can't get through here either. And I want to go down those stairs. Because I bet that's a beautiful view. Oh, this ivy all crawling up the wall. And we're back to the centre. There is a tiny little bit over here. Just this side garden. I mean, there's a gate through there. There's a secret garden there, I know there is. But there's this tiny little area. A little bench underneath this tree. That's very pretty. This is how it should be. It just in gardens and in houses, just tiny little nooks. Just little areas where you can just sit and just be still. So people could pass by and they wouldn't know you're there. So let's go in the house. Let me show you around my mansion. Just enjoy this light as we walk in here because, oh my god. And silence. Isn't that gorgeous? Just the bird song just disappears. And you just got that ambience. Got the sun streaming through the window. Honestly, this is how I play games. I just walk around, just look at little tiny elements like this. And just listen to things. Another game that's got a beautiful sound is Witchwood. That's another game to play with headset. So we've got another planting station here, but I don't know what to do with it just yet. So I will leave that be, because we've still only got Windmill Walk. We've got a little room in here, which the lighting seems to be off a bit too bright. I can't quite see in there. I can't quite see that wall. That upsets my eyes a little bit. It's like I have to wince to be in this room in order to see the details. Right, let's go in. Survivors of adversity, new plants added to the herbarium. Let's have open our book. D. I don't know how you pronounce that. Fulgaria? Did I say that correctly? Fulgaria? I came across the Fulgaria when I was caught in a terrible thunderstorm. I love thunderstorms. I'm interested to learn more about its growth requirements. And there are 5 clues to find. So there is our seed. It's so pretty. It looks like a shard of glass. Which makes sense because when lightning strikes sand, doesn't it make glass? I could be wrong. Don't take my word for that. There's our mushroom on the wall and a little ducky. He's so cute. Just the lighting on that chair. Oh my god. It's pretty. I'm not quite sure why there is a tree growing through the house. That can't be good for the tree or the house, surely. But it's very pretty. See, I love all this paneling. I currently rent, and so I can't do too much decoration to my house. But I am very much looking forward to getting to that wainscoting. I don't know if that's the right way to say it. On my walls. I'm pretty sure my landlord wouldn't mind too much if I do that, because it will enhance the house, because it's going to match the alcoves. No, coving. It's going to match the coving. I remembered what it was called. Now I'm pretty sure if I remember rightly, all these doors are locked. Yeah, locked. Do you know what? I really want an oval painting for my wall. I haven't been able to find any ovals. If you're on my email list, you'll remember that I mentioned about my painting behind me. That is now up. It now has a home. I was going to put it in my dining room. However, I've decided I'm going to decorate this room to be, because I spend most time in this room, let's be honest. I'm always writing or I'm playing games. I'm always in my office. So I've decided I want to make this room a bit more of my personality and not just the rest of the house. So I put that painting on the wall behind me. And I actually think it's worth a lot more than £75. That's what I paid for it. Because there's a little label on the bottom that says it says 300 and something .65 or something, which makes me think it was 365, like pounds, euros, I don't know, wherever it came from initially, and not 75. So why would it have a price sticker on it for that? But anyway, I bought it because I liked it and not because I thought it was worth something. Look at the little details in the floor. It looks like there's some staining here from possibly drink splatters. That looks like wine splatters to me. Look, and wear and tear and broken tiles. That's a very, very cute little element. The picture is so dark, impossible to see the flowers. I can't believe how quickly I've run out of that incredibly expensive flash powder. But that's how it's meant to look. It looks so nice. I'm very pleased with this picture. Looks like I'm getting the hang of the camera. I didn't read them in order, but I think I get the gist. Can I go out here? Yes. Now, this looks... I know there's a room through here, and literally when I was at Blickling, I walked into the first, like, I think it was pretty much the first room. I walked through the door and I was like, oh my god, it is just like Botany Manor. It's like, should be the other way around, but that was my first thought when I walked into the room. You'll see what I mean. I was like, how gorgeous is this? I don't know why, but that painting just doesn't work with the room. It feels too modern. It's like it's way too modern. Maybe it's just because I'm comparing it to all the photographs I saw of Blickling. It's just like, just silhouetted portraits. Like all you could see was the figure of a person and like a black backdrop in the painting, basically. And this just jars out for me after seeing all that lovely artwork at Blickling. Now this is my favourite room in the whole house. I want to be sitting over here having my cup of tea out of my little teapot and reading a good book, or playing on my Nintendo Switch, one or the other. See, that kind of fits, but again, I really want it to just be like, just a portrait. Even if it's just like blurry, you know? This feels too abstract to be in this room. But look at that paneling. And something else that's missing that I noticed when I was walking around Blickling was the ceiling was amazing. There was so much intricate artwork on the ceiling. On one room, the roof had spikes hanging down.
Why? Why would you put spikes on the ceiling?
Completely freaked me out because if you didn't look at the roof, then it was all quite cozy in there. But you looked up and you were like, ah, death approaches. See, that fits. That's a better painting. Little acorn. That fits. What's this one over here? Lemons? I don't know. Not really. Now, this is where I need to bring my plant, and I didn't bring it with me. I need to go get back and get my plant. That's a random painting for this mansion. Just a sad little fish. It looks a little bit pathetic. Come on, let's be honest. I mean, it could have been on a plate or something. Botany Manor is absolutely stunning.